Welcome to my channel. In this lesson, we're going to be focusing on vertical asymptotes. As when we are given this function f of x equals to 1 divided by x minus 2, and we're asked to determine its vertical asymptote. So how do we go about it? Well, we can find this vertical asymptote by setting this denominator to 0. So we're going to have x minus 2 equal to 0. Now let's solve for x. So x is equals to 0 plus 2 is equals to 2. So the graph of this function has a vertical asymptote at x is equals to 2. Now if you graph this function, we're going to have, now this is the position of 2, and then this is going to be the vertical asymptote of this function, and then the graph will go like this on the x-axis and then below x-axis. So this is how the graph is going to be. Now let's find the vertical asymptote of this function f of x is equals to 2 divided by x squared minus 4. Now sometimes we may need to factor either the numerator or the denominator. So let's factor out the denominator since the numerator is in its simplest form. So we're going to have f of x is equals to 2 divided by, this is the same thing as x squared minus 2 squared, which is difference of 2 squares. So we're going to have 2 divided by x plus 2 and x minus 2. So if we set the denominator to 0, you're going to get x plus 2 is equals to 0, or x minus 2 is equals to 0. If we solve for x, you get x to be negative 2 here and x to be 2 here. So these two values of x are the vertical asymptote of this function. So let's find the vertical asymptote of this function. F of x is equals to 2x plus 6 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now let's see if we can factor the numerator. Now here we can factor, we have 2x here and 6, so 2 can go in 2x and 6. Now 2x divided by 2, we are going to get x, then plus 6 divided by 2, we are going to get 3. Now this is going to be divided by, then we can factor this trinomial, two numbers that multiplies to get 6 but adds to get 5. So that two numbers are 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5. So we're going to have x squared plus, let's replace this 5x with plus 2x and plus 3x. So we're going to have 2x here plus 3x plus 6. So we have f of x is equals to 2 into x plus 3 divided by, now we can factor out this by grouping. So here between x squared and 2x, x is common. So let's factor out, we have x. Now 2x divided by x will give us 2. Then plus, between 3x and 6, 3 is common. 3x divided by 3 is x, and then 6 divided by 3 is plus 2. So once this and this are the same, then know that you're on the right track. So have f of x is equals to 2 multiplied by x plus 3. Now we're going to factor this and this. Now they have x plus 2 in common, so we factor out x plus 2, and then the remaining will be x plus 3. So this will be x plus 3. Now as you can see, this x plus 3 and this x plus 3 has cancelled. Now these terms that has cancelled represents a whole. For example, if you set x plus 2 is equals to 0, we have x is equals to negative 3. So at this x is equals to negative 3, there's going to be a hole on the graph. Now you're going to have that f of x is equals to 2 divided by x plus 2. Let's set the denominator to 0. Have x plus 2 is equals to 0. Let's subtract 2 from both sides. Then x is going to be equals to negative 2. And then this is the vertical asymptote of this function. Let me just show you a sketch of this graph and how that whole applies. So here we have -2 here and -3. So the asymptote is at -2, and then this graph is going to look like this. Now at this -3 here, because of this, we are going to have a hole, right? And then this graph will continue like this, and then the remainder of this graph will be like this. So this is the hole, this is the vertical asymptote at -2. So let's consider this question. F of x is equals to 4 divided by s squared plus 16. Now if you set this denominator to 0, you're going to get s squared plus 16 equals to 0. You have s squared. If you subtract 16 from both sides, you're going to get -16. Then if you take the square root of both sides, this and this will cancel. You have x is equals to plus or minus. Now this is going to be equals to root -1 multiplied by root 16. This is plus or minus. Root -1 is I, and then root 16 is equals to 4. So x is going to be equals to plus or minus I times 4 is 4i. So this is an imaginary number, and at this point we say that the vertical asymptote does not exist because it doesn't apply to an imaginary number. If we graph this function, we are not going to see any vertical asymptotes on the graph. So that's the reason. Then let's solve this one more question. This one is going to be a bit tough, but I want you to solve with me. We have 10x squared minus 5x minus 15 divided by 6x squared minus 17x plus 12. So let's focus on the numerator. These terms 10, -5 and -15 has a common factor, and that common factor is 5. So you can factor out 5 from the numerator. So it's going to be 5 into 10x squared divided by 5 will be 2x squared. -5x divided by 5 will be -x, and then -15 divided by 5 is -3. Now divided by, there's no common term to factor out here, so let's just rewrite it. 6x squared minus 17x plus 12. So let's factor out this numerator. Now since the coefficient of s squared is not 1, since it is 2, we are going to multiply the coefficient of s squared, which is 2, with -3. So 2 times -3 is going to give us -6. Now two numbers that multiplies to get -6 but ours to get -1, which is the coefficient of this x, is equal to 2 and -3. Alright, so we're going to be replacing this -x with 2x and -3x. So we have f of x is equals to 5 multiplied by, here we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 3. So let's just solve this separately. Let's solve this separately and keep the answer one side. So let's factor out this and this by grouping. We're going to have 5. Now 2x is common here, so we bring that 2x. 2x squared divided by 2x will give us x, plus 2x divided by 2x will be 1. Then between -3x and -3, -3 is common. So -3x divided by -3 will give us x, and then -3 divided by -3 will give us plus 1. So if you factor this out, we're going to have 5 into, we have x plus 1, then 2x minus 3. We have 2x minus 3. Alright, so we have factored out this numerator. So let's focus on the denominator, which is 6x squared minus 17x plus 12. So 6 times 12 is equals to 72. And then we're going to find two numbers that multiplies to get 72 but adds up to get -17. So and that two numbers are -9 and -8. Alright, -9 times -8 is 72. -9 plus -8 is -17. So we're going to do the same thing we did here on that. So we're going to have 6x squared. Now let's replace -17x with -9x and -8x. So we have -9x minus 8x plus 12. Now let's factor. Between 6x squared and negative 9x, something is common. 3x is common here. 6x squared divided by 3x is going to be equals to 2x, minus 9x divided by 3x is equals to 3. And then you have negative. What is common here is, right, 4 is common. Now 8x divided by negative 4 is going to be equals to 2x. Then plus 12 divided by negative 4 is going to be equals to negative 3. So factoring this out again, we are going to have 2x minus 3 and 3x minus 4. So we're going to replace this numerator with this, and then replace the denominator with this. So that f of x is equals to 5 into x plus 1, then 2x minus 3, then divided by 2x minus 3 multiplied by 3x minus 4. Now this 2x minus 3 and 2x minus 3 will cancel. We'll be left with 5 multiplied by x plus 1 divided by 3x minus 4. So we're going to set the denominator to 0. So 3x minus 4 is equals to 0. If you add 4 to both sides, you're going to have 3x is equals to 4. So the vertical asymptote is equals to 4 divided by 3. So this is the answer to this question. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video and share with your friends.